Hi guys, it's me, MicheleMarieDalene, here let me tell you. As today we're going to talk briefly about the Lego movie, which I just finished watching on DVD on Netflix. And I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was a really interesting movie overall. And I know some would say, well, it's a kids movie. Well, I say it's, I think it's a more of a family movie, personally. I won't go into spoiling the plot. I'm sure somebody out there is probably figured it out for you, but I just wanted to tell you about what I thought of it. At first, I thought the movie was a little kind of interesting, plot development of the character. However, the beginning of the story was kind of stupid because it seemed that the character was very much one of those kind of people that just follow the rules, and it really wasn't exciting at first. And then, of course, as we got through the near the end of the movie, we started getting into some interesting things. The film I loved in the end when Emmett got to meet, quote, the man upstairs, which actually was a regular family with father and son. And I guess the father was one of those kind of guys who likes to build Lego models and then just permanently glue them together. And son is more like likes to play around with them. And so anyway, and it turns out the father was known as Lord Business, and I guess you could call the son kind of Lord Play, for lack of a better name. It was really just kind of cute, and I thought it was a wonderful movie. We were watching it here at the house. Unfortunately, my DVD changer, which already was kind of on its last legs, kind of just said, no more, I quit. So the DVD players, the DVD changer is probably going to end up going into skip tomorrow. I got another DVD player anyway at the house I can use. Plus, of course, like I did, I watched it on my Power Mac G5, which has some pretty kick-ass speakers, thank you, and it came out really good on the computer, and the captions worked wonderful. So I had a great chance to watch the movie, and it was wonderful. As far as the idea of watching a DVD versus streaming, there's a lot of movies on Netflix that were never licensed for streaming, but are available on the DVD. The Lego movie was one of them. I believe Big Hero 6 is another, and Frozen is another still. So if you really want to have the widest selection of movies from Netflix, you really need to have both the streaming and the option to rent the DVDs. Now I happen to rent the DVDs, and I also have the streaming. We mentioned before, the streaming only works on several devices I have. One of them is the iPhone, which is the only one right now that can stream Netflix. And the other possible way of doing it would be to use a computer. Unfortunately, the computers I have very laggy video cards, and they kind of suck. Even for, except for the Power Mac G5, which in Hulu Plus kicks ass. I have to be honest, I say that. Hulu Plus, and also watch movies at streaming movies at 1080p. You know, like MP4s, when you download them, kicks ass too. For example, I have a copy of Frozen in 1080p, and it really plays really well on my Power Mac G5. So technically, streaming movies is a great choice, but for the full Netflix experience, you really need to go for the DVDs as well. If you have access to something called Blockbuster at Home, this gets interesting because Blockbuster at Home, under Dish Network, used to provide I can combine it together with my Dish Network. I had the Blockbuster Online and Blockbuster at Home. And I also had, I used to have the 3 DVDs rentals. What happened was they took the 3 DVD rental off the package and no longer offer it. So I kind of got a little bit, putting bluntly, hot under the collar, because I really wanted to keep the DVD rentals, because I noticed that a lot of times these online catalogs are pretty limited. Now, just like normal Netflix, I can have the DVDs as long as I want. I am going to be returning the Lego movie probably by the end of this week, and so I can get to the next DVD. There's just a lot of different movies available on the DVDs collection that are not online streaming. Nothing wrong with online streaming. I online stream with Google Plus all the time on my computers and on my phone, and it works fine. Except it takes up my bandwidth, and let's be honest, my internet is not exactly the smoking demon we all dream of, especially not here at the Yellow House, which is because of the fact that the Yellow House internet is kind of going through a leapfrog kind of thing, where it's going through to the 108 Pink Fast, and then it's leapfrogging to 108 Public, which is leapfrogging through a Linux machine, which is acting as kind of a gateway, which is then is leapfrogging into my phone. It's kind of a slow, laggy way of doing it. It's not really the best. But anyway, for those of you who are interested in watching the Lego movie, yeah, I'd watch it. I think it was pretty good. Kind of reminded me when I was playing with Legos how much fun I used to have as a kid. And, you know, it's a great way to have fun. And to see in the end of the movie just how much work went into building the Lego diorama down in the basement of this house was amazing. I've been to Lego conventions, or at least I watched them. I didn't say I actually go to one. I really should love to go to one, where Lego enthusiasts had done that. They built things like huge cities, like they built like the Brandenburg Gate, all that in Legos. They built, you know, the Parliament building in Big Ben in Legos. They built entire cities in Legos. So yeah, you know, it's just wonderful to think about how much Lego has enthusiasts, both young adults and children alike. So yeah, definitely watch the movie. Watch the movie, and then maybe you just might want to go buy a couple boxes of Legos and play with them. Don't worry, don't be like, I mean, you don't have to be like Chris Pirillo or the man in the movie. Don't worry about everything being built exactly. That's probably the one thing that kind of took away from the concept of Lego. Is Lego means well played, which means play well in Swedish and or Denmark and Danish, and it's meant to have fun and be creative. Prior to Legos, the people who made Legos came up with toys made out of wood. In fact, some of the earliest Legos experimentation was out of wood, but it was with the injection molded plastic that they really were able to really expand the horizons for Lego toys. So yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. Go out there, have fun. You know, play with Legos. I mean, I have plenty of room right around here at the Yellow House. I could build a Lego diorama right here in the parlor, and I don't know how long it would survive, but it'll still be interesting. But right now, I don't have the money to do that. Anyway, tomorrow is going to be very hot and sticky and humid and nasty, and I don't even know if I'm in frame, but oh, what the hell, you know, it's late, and they're going to run back to the house to do a video, and you know it is. Alright guys, I'm going to talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.